Howdy kids. As you can see, this has significantly changed its style. I'm still tuning it, trying to get it to be an actual spiral. It seems to flatten out in places, but right now I've got my positive hooked up to the outside spiral, negative hooked up to the inside spiral. The inside spiral is much tighter wound. Just figured this type of wire altogether. You come over here and shoot down that way. Come over here and shoot down that way. You can see how they're spaced, pretty much one on top of another, just like a radio coil or a power transformer coil or some other type of coil. Now, if you would pan back, please, and look at the amp meter here, we're buzzing along at just barely under 6 amps. Now, when I previously posted, we'd noticed that if I would exchange my polarity here, everything would stop, go to a dead standstill. It's not quite the case anymore. Prove it? Yeah, I know spark's bad, explosive, but it's sealed up to that point, I'm figuring. Exchange positive, or negative, and positive. Now if you go back over here, check the amp meter, I'm still drawing just a little bit over 6, or just a little bit under 6. And that I find strange, because pretty much everybody else's experiences have been, you change the polarities, it's all screwed, it's not happening anymore. But I thought that was kind of strange, that I can reverse the polarities and not have it just stop. I thought that was sort of significant, something to do with magnetics, potential, capacitance, all those other buzzwords that I really don't understand that well. Right now we are drawing 6 amps. Exactly. Now, notice the amps have gone up when the heat of the pressure, the more heat that's in here, the better your reaction. I've noticed that when I switch electrodes, one will get really warm and one won't. Right now the warm one seems to be the negative, and it's just barely because this copper is helping wick away a lot of the heat. But if I do the same, change it again, notice how active the sparks were on this side. And I'm disconnecting it. That's a lot of spark. I'll switch them, and I'm hooking it up. That was a pretty significant spark. I did it up like that, so I got the best. Now, if you'll notice on the amperage here, we're at that 6, and we're starting to trend up towards 7. It's going up a little bit. Every time that I switch it back and forth, it goes up a little bit more. Let's switch them again. What the heck? It'll be fun. I play with my electrodes here, you'll watch it bob up and down with the connectivity or conductivity moving a little bit. Try tweaking those. Tighten up this down here. Now, we're still at over 5, under 6. But it just moved up a little bit. It's like actually perfectly halfway. And I bet this will keep climbing the more time we put into it. But right now, it seems to be stuck at 5, please. Let's back this off a little bit. Now, this one is getting warm. I mean, really warm. Very warm to the touch. I'm going to switch back. Now, our amperage went down to nothing. Now, let's see if that's just the way that conductivity, yeah, see? Got it, and now it's back up. It's a 6. Still tending towards the right-hand side of that block. So, it was the conductivity that I had between these 2 points. I'll leave it on here a little while to see which one gets warm. This one already has its warmth dissipating. I'll again ask my camera assistant to compare the red one. There we go. Less? Yes?
Mm-hmm. Less. Well, that's not
That's
warm
cold.
at all. Yeah. But yeah, less warm than it was.
Again, turning up towards 6. For grins and giggles, let's bump down to 6, and you'll notice that we're just starting to touch the 3 here. What's going to happen if at this lower voltage we do the exact same thing? Take that knob and switch them. Now this produces a lot less heat because there's a lot less amperage going on. And again, if you look, it's just a little lower. It's about 2.5 since it's bisecting those 2 marks. I know that these aren't the best measuring materials, but I've been used to this completely killing any type of reaction. You switch polarities in the middle of stuff, it just goes dead. Now it's not doing that